So we bought a home in Midtown in 2013 and literally just searched Midtown churches. And at the time it was the church at Midtown.
Pastor Alex was preaching from the Epic series at the time, and my husband and I were both raised in church, felt like we knew the Bible well, but we sat there and felt like we have never heard anything like this from this very classic Old Testament story. I mean, it was a whole new light. And so that kind of captured us from that very first visit. It's actually the only church that we visited and tried, and we've been plugged in at Midtown ever since.
And I feel like for me as a father and tasked with a spiritual leader, to see Maggie, our 6-year-old, baptized this year was a big deal.
It was such a neat journey to walk with her. I mean, her eternity is secure. I know that she knows, and I know that Jesus is in her heart.
It's really cool to see that we have a church that we now are being spiritually fed, and seeing those girls have ultimately eternal security. It's a big deal. Right now at the stage of our life, we have a 6, 4, and 1-year-old, and although All In is a 2-year commitment, it's really supposed to be a life change, right? And so as I think through what do they look like when they're 11, 14, and 16, we'll have a driver now, and what does that mean when they're out driving around Tulsa or in high school? And I think through what are some of the nuggets that they're going to get today, the change that could be made in their lives today that are going to impact them in their teenage years.
Giving really became personal for me through our time at Battle Creek. And I think the moment that really resonates with me, and I don't remember exactly what year this would have been, but we were very much in the midst of this house project, lots of remodeling expenses, lots of time, and it just kind of got to a point where we felt like that was almost becoming our God in a way that we realized just wasn't healthy, wasn't the right priority alignment. And for us, it came up about the time of the Christmas offering, and as we prayed over, what can we give, it just became a moment of, it can't be the house, it can't be this, we can't put our time and our money all there. And so for us, it was kind of symbolic, but we gave our mortgage payment that Christmas offering, and ever since then, I feel like it's just been, we've wanted to give more, and it kind of was a illuminating moment, I guess, for us in terms of giving.
Chelsea and I have talked a lot about this time and money continuum, and how a pendulum kind of swings in between, and different stages of your life look different. You may be rich in resources and poor in time, or rich in time and poor in resources. And so undertaking a huge house project has been a big time and money consumer.
One other thing that's been a source of dialogue for Kent and I as we approach this all-in season, and really before even, is our house. We have this old house that we've been restoring, working on for what seems like forever. And in the midst, we've had 3 kids. And so, it's an asset that's taken a lot of time, a lot of resources. Do we need to sacrifice the time that we would have spent on the house to do something else? Do we need to, explore how do we free up those financial resources to do something else? And I think it's something that we're laying on the table, and we're not sure yet what may come of that.
But we know intuitively our greatest returns come from when we take our greatest risk. God is a much better steward at your stuff than you are. It's not even your stuff, right? That's been given to you. And so when you think about return on investment, you might not be able to calculate it, but you better know it's going to be worthwhile.